Hi there, Kelly Prather with Sotheby's Realty. Welcome back to my page. Happy 2023. Happy New Year. I hope you had a fun one and it was safe, and I know it was a little bit wet over here in California. Today I want to go through the home buying process, the tips and tricks that you need to know and be aware of so that when it comes time to write the offer on that dream home, you'll be ready. So when buying a house, there are so many steps to consider, and because there's so much information, we're going to cover this in a step-by-step series. So make sure you subscribe to my page and check back in regularly so you don't miss a thing. Step 1, you need to identify the type of move that you want to make. Are you a first-time buyer moving into your first home, maybe from a rental perhaps? Are you looking for an investment property, or are you moving across country for a new job? Pro tip, if you'll email me, I have a buyer guide that I can send you with a list of questions that'll help determine what you need to be prepared for. Or better yet, call or text me and we'll have lunch or coffee and we can go through it together so you'll be ready. Step 2. Know your numbers. Know your financial situation, your credit score, your down payment, how much you can afford. If you haven't spoken to a lender or 2 or 3 to get a few different quotes, you should do that. These are things I can help you with. Very first thing, know your credit score. You should be looking into that regularly anyway because it matters. Next step, know your budget, stick to it, and then don't forget the closing costs. So knowing your budget and what your financial parameters are is potentially the most important step. When you start looking at properties, you can get really excited and you're looking at all these beautiful homes online. And when you think you can afford one thing and it's valued higher than what you can actually afford, then the lesser value properties just don't look as appealing, and it can make the buying process really, really difficult and depressing. So make sure you write it down. There are many websites out there that offer tools to help you figure out what your budget is. Even calling a lender can help with that. But if you don't have a lender yet, you can go to mint.com. Google free budget template, easily track your finances Mint. And it takes you right to their website. And there's a lot of different Excel and spreadsheets that help you understand what you can afford. And separately from what you can afford to pay for a home are an extra set of fees called closing costs. And these should be in your budget as well because they're fees that are due through the course of escrow by both buyers and sellers, depending on the contract. But typically, fees that buyers would owe are things like mortgage insurance, some notary fees, appraisal fees, if you're getting a loan origination fees, and all of these little fees can really add up. They come to anywhere from 3 to 6% of the purchase price of a home. So you can imagine that could get really costly. So you need to set that money aside and make sure your lender or real estate agent has informed you of what they are. As soon as you open escrow, you should go through them and make sure that you understand what they mean so you're not shocked when you close escrow. So I hope you found this information helpful. Subscribe to my page and check back in for more information on what it takes to buy a new home.